welcome back to my channel Learn Math with Priya. Today, in this video, we are going to see how to solve case study based questions and which is part of section 2 in grade 10 question paper. So, in case study questions, each questions will have 5 subparts and you need to attempt any 4 subparts from it. So, can we get into the topic? Before answering its subparts, first we need to understand what is given under case study. Okay, read the paragraph thoroughly. Junk food is unhealthy food that is high in calories from sugar or fat with little dietary fiber, protein, vitamins, minerals or other important forms of nutritional value. A sample of few students have taken. So now the information is going to be very important. If alpha be the number of students who take junk food. So alpha be the number of students who is taking junk food. Beta be the number of students who is taking healthy food. So you should know that. Okay. And also read this condition which is given here, such that alpha is always greater than beta. Okay, so the number of students taking junk food will always be greater than the number of students taking healthy food. Okay, and where alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial x square minus 7x plus 10. Now come to the content. They already have given alpha and beta are zeros of quadratic polynomial. Okay, so that is a clue. And also I know that the highest degree of this polynomial is 2, isn't it? That is the degree or power of a variable. So highest degree is 2, hence it is quadratic. Got it? Come to the question number B. Find the number of students who take junk food. So I know the polynomial f of x is equal to x square minus 7x plus 10, and number of students who take junk food is alpha, and they also said alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. So I need to find the roots of equation by equating the polynomial to 0. So x square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. So you can split up using middle. You can find the roots using splitting the middle terms. So I am using this method. So the combination of two roots will be minus 5 and minus 2. So x minus 5 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. Hence the roots are x equal to 5 and x equal to 2. These are the two roots. But I should know which represent number of students who take junk food. So now come to this condition which is given in the question. Alpha is greater than beta. Alpha is the number of students who take junk food. So I need alpha, okay, which should be greater than beta. So alpha is equal to 5 because 5 is a number which is greater than 2. Hence, the number of students who take junk food is option 1, 5. Come to C, question number C. Find the number of students who take healthy food. So obviously, if 1 represent the number of students who take junk food, the beta represent number of students who take healthy food, which is lesser than alpha, right? As per the condition. So it is option 2. Okay, find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are. So now, as per this content, the three questions are over. Now they are asking to frame the quadratic polynomial and they have given the zeros. So okay, so alpha is equal to minus 3, beta is equal to minus 4. And I know, if I know alpha and beta, I have to find the sum of the root alpha plus beta, which is going to be minus 3 minus 3 minus 4, which is minus 7, and alpha beta, which is minus 3 times minus 4, will be positive 12. So now I am going to use my equation. X square minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root is equal to 0. So which means x square minus of minus 7x plus 12 equal to 0, which implies the equation is x square plus 7x plus 12 equal to 0. So which is option 3. Question number E. If one zero of a polynomial is given as 2, then find the other zero. So, in order to find the zeros of a polynomial, I have to equate that polynomial to 0 and I have to find the factors of this polynomial. So, I'm going to take constant on top and the midterm minus 5 in the middle. So, I have to choose two combination which has to give my product as 6 and sum as minus 5. So, I'm taking 3 2. 3 times 2 is 6 and 3 plus 2 will be positive 5 but I'm getting minus 5, so I'm changing sign. If I change the sign to one of the number, then I have to get minus 3 into 2 will be minus 6, but there is positive 6, so I have to change sign to both the number. Okay, so the factors are x minus 3 and x minus 2, which equated to 0 gives me x equal to 3 and x equal to 2. So one of the root is already given as 2, but the other root is 3, which is not found in the option. So the answer is 4, none of this. This can also be found in other way. If you substitute all the option in the place of x, this polynomial should be 0. Then that option is going to be the 0 of polynomial. If you substitute 6, if it is not 0, then 6 is not the 0 of a polynomial. So you can choose your own way of doing it. Let's do the second question, which is based on case study again. A group of class 10 students goes to picnic during vacation. There were three different slides and three friends, Ajay, Ram and Shyam, are sliding in three slides. The position of three friends shown by PQR in three different slides are given below. So now there is no information in the paragraph, but you can see the information in the graph. Okay, so P is a point, which is a position of Ajay, Q is a position of Ram, and R is a position of Shyam. Okay, so first I need to find the coordinates of P where they have already marked with a dotted line, that is 2 comma 5. So always you have to represent coordinates using x comma y, and R is x is 8 comma y is 3. So 8 comma 3 is the coordinate of R. Now come to the question. Consider O as a origin. Okay, answer the below question. The coordinates of the point Q, which divides the line segment PR in the ratio 1 is to 2 internally. So Q is dividing this line segment in the ratio 1 is to 2. So that is M is to N. So I know M is 1 and N is 2. Isn't it? So can we apply the formula to find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment internally? So what is the formula? Q of x comma y is equal to m into x2 plus n into x1 by m plus n, m into y2 plus n into y1 plus m plus n, isn't it? So I'm going to substitute m, x2, x1 in the formula. X1, y1, I'm taking the coordinates as p and 1. Okay, and x2 y2 I'm taking the coordinates for r, so I'm substituting here. For my convenience I'm writing the point p as 2 comma 5, that is x1 comma y1, and r as 8 comma 3 x2 comma y2. So it is easy for me to substitute here. So m is 1 times x2 is 8 plus n is 2 times x1 is 2 by m plus n, so 1 plus 2 comma m y2, so 1 time y2 is 3 here plus n, 2 into y1 is 5, so m plus 1 is again going to be 1 plus 2. So after substituting I will get the answer as 8 plus 2 times 2 is 4, so 12 by 3 comma 3 plus 5 times 2 is 10, so 10 plus 3 is 13 by 3, which gives you 4 comma 13 by 3, which is option 1, isn't it? So come to question B. Find the distance. Come to subpart B. Find the distance PR. So again I need to write the coordinates of P 2 comma 5 and R coordinate is 8 comma 3. And what is the distance formula? Distance formula for PR is going to be root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So mark x1 y1 x2 y2, that is equal to root of 8 minus 2 the whole square plus 3 minus 5 the whole square. Okay, which is going to be root of 6 square plus minus 2 the whole square, that is root of 36 plus 4, it's root 40, but I don't have option of root 40, so I have to simplify it by taking 4 times of 10 because I know 4 is a perfect square number. If I take outside a square root, it is going to be 2 root 10, which is option 1. Okay. The next subpart, find the coordinates of point on x-axis which is at equal distance PQ. So I need to find a point, say A, which is on x-axis. So which means y is equal to 0, isn't it? So x, I don't know what is the point on x-axis is going to be, which should be equidistant to P as well as Q. So I know the point from distance P to A should be equal to the point, it's equal to the distance between Q and A. If I'm squaring on both sides, it gives me PA square is equal to QA square. Root of, so I need to find the distance of PA and QA first, right? So what is distance of PA? The coordinates of P is 2 comma 5 and coordinates of A is x comma 0. So PA is going to be root of x minus 2 the whole square plus 0 minus 5 the whole square. Since I squared, why I am squaring on both sides? Because the square root will be removed. So PA square is going to be x minus 2 the whole square plus minus 5 the whole square will be 25. Isn't it? So square and square root will get cancelled. Similarly, I need to find the distance between QA. So Q is the point which I found in the first question, that is 4 comma 13 by 3, isn't it? And A is going to be same x comma 0. So QA, so directly I'm writing QA square because I'm removing the square root directly here. So which is x minus 4 the whole square plus 0 minus 13 by 3 the whole square, which is x minus 4 the whole square plus 169 by 9, isn't it? Now using distance formula, I have got BA square and QA square, which I am going to equate it here. So x minus 2 the whole square plus 25 is equal to x minus 4 the whole square plus 169 by 9, isn't it? So expand a minus b the whole square, x square minus 4x minus 2ab plus b square, that is 2 square is 4 plus 25 is equal to, again a minus b the whole square, apply it here. So it is going to be plus 16 plus 169 by 9. So x square and x square on both sides will get cancelled, or else if you transpose it is going to be minus x square. So positive x square and minus x square will be 0. So I'm cancelling on both the side. And now take x to this side. So minus 8x will become positive 8x. The sum of this is 29 if I'm taking to the other side. So what is already there? 16 plus 169 by 9. This 29, that is I'm taking to the other side. So transposing will get minus 29. So if I simplify, it will be 169 by 9 minus 13. So if you take LCM, it is going to be 52 by 9. So 4x, the left hand side we have 4x, that is equal to 52 by 9. So 4x equal to 52 by 9. So x is equal to 52 by 9 times 4. So cancel 4 and 52 13 times. So it is 13 by 9. So x is 13 by 9, y is 0. So the coordinates are 13 by 9 comma 0. So which is option 3, right? Now the fourth subpart is the coordinates of midpoint of PR is midpoint. So I need to find the midpoint of PR. So you know the midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula of PR? That is x1 plus x2 by 2, where p is the coordinates which have x1 and y1, and r is the coordinate which has x2 and y2, right? And y1 plus y2 by 2. So apply this formula. So I know the coordinates of p is 2 comma 5, and the coordinates of r is 8 comma 3. So x1, mark it as x1 y1, x2 y2. So apply it in the formula, substitute the values 2 plus 8 by 2, comma 5 plus 3 by 2, which is going to be 10 by 2, comma 8 by 2, which is 5, comma 4. The option is 3. The last subpart, if you shift origin O by 2 units towards right and 1 units towards north, so the origin is 0, comma 0, it lies here. I'm going to shift this origin O to 2 units towards right and 1 units towards north, right? So the origin is going to be here, 2, comma 1. Then the coordinates of a point R is. Now I need to relate with this new origin what will be the coordinates of the point R. So if I redraw the origin here, that is the origin is shifted to 2 comma 1, isn't it? So then it's again the x-axis start from 1 to 6 and the y-axis start from 1 to so on. So the coordinates of r with respect to the new origin is going to be 6 comma 2, isn't it? Previously it was an 8 comma 3, but with respect to the new origin it is 6 comma 2, which is option 2. So this is the end of case study based question 2. In this video we have learned two case study based questions, one on quadratic equation and other is on coordinate geometry. Go through the two questions, revise it thoroughly, memorize the formulas wherever you have to apply it, and practice well. Definitely, you're going to rock the exam. Thank you, everyone. Let's wait for the other case study based question in my next video. Thank you.